should be good now.
Why is it every time you hit record, it goes crazy with your audio?
Did my audio fuck up?
It's doing it again. It's like making you sound like you're like eating the microphone.
Am I better now?
Keep on going.
Yeah, this is Joel reporting from eatingyourmicrophone.com. Today on Eating Your Microphone, we're going to chew first on the tip of the nano.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. Now, I don't know why it does that.
Grazie. All right, we're starting. Hey, I'm going to need that lighter though, G.
Bro, we're going, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Are you talking to Rocky, your dog?
Yeah, I was talking to Rocky, my dog. He has opposable thumbs. Opposable thumbs. I've got none.
Is Rocky from Texas?
Yeah.
Well,
he was abandoned in Texas 3 times before.
Well, happy Texas Independence Day, and what a wacky one it is. Yeah, right. Ba-ba-da, ba-da-da. I didn't see it. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And this is episode
87.
87.
But it's not. It's actually episode 88. And last week, I claimed that episode 87 was episode 88. And then I made a sign for it or a post for it on our Instagram that said episode 88. And then I told Doug, make sure you call this episode 88. And then he promptly named it episode 87. And so here we are, episode 88-2.
Hey, I'm allowed to
return of the 88s.
I'm sorry, Mr. Perfect.
I forgot you never make mistakes.
Yeah, well, let's.
You want to just get past it? It's Texas Independence Day, and Greg Abbott, the fucking dumbest person in a wheelchair on the fucking planet, decided to lift the mask mandate and open everything. And look, to be quite frank with you, I don't care about opening everything, but getting rid of the mask mandate just seems like a terribly premature decision, and it's gonna lead to the worst in people.
Like nobody even have. Not everybody. No, I think how much the population has vaccine? How many do they say?
Something like 3.1 million people have. 30 million people in Texas have gotten it. We're averaging like 3 million a day. Which, look, dude, I have
pretty good though.
Here's the thing: we're doing great, but that's what pisses me off about this so bad. Because I think it's pretty obvious that the reason they announced it today was because it's Texas Independence Day. And the reason that he did that is because it works perfectly as a dog whistle to the far right that, hey, I'm saving you from the tyranny of this government again. And it just seems really disgusting to me as a Texan to do that. But the thing is we are doing well, and we could be for sure on the path to really kicking this thing in the ass. And I think opening stuff is a really great step because people were finally, for the most part, following the mask law. And that really made a difference. And I fear we're going to undo it all, but I could be totally wrong, and this could be another case of just the vaccine will take care of the difference. Who knows? So,
yeah, other than like how harsh you say things, I pretty much agree with you. But
have you ever seen Red Dragon?
So, yes, we talked about this. So, listen, why are you saying that?
I think if you really think about it, you could figure it out. But while you talk, I'll throw something up behind me.
Is there a blind lady that's in love with the serial killer?
That is the plot of Red Dragon. That's not what I was referring to. What were you going to say? Don't worry about it. What were you going to say?
I was going to say something about you just being always just a little bit too mean. But everybody says I'm mean to you, so I guess it's fine.
Well, yeah, and see, I pick on people that are mean to everybody. You just pick on me.
Oh, no. What I was going to say is, okay. So I do not think this is a good idea. And you're absolutely right. We're going to see a lot of the worst in a lot of people because I already know I'm in Austin. There are people that visit here, and I assure you, people are still going to be required to wear masks, especially when they go into certain restaurants, things like that.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah, we're going to see a lot of people up in arms. We're infringing on the rights, which restaurants are not. You are a restaurant or any business can have a dress code. They can do whatever they want. There's nothing Anybody can do about that except for the owners. And if you don't abide by those rules, they can ask you to leave. And that's it. You know what I mean? You're not going to jail or anything. If anything, you would get in trouble for essentially, if you were asked to leave, you would get arrested for trespassing. So, you know what I mean? Right. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of that kind of stuff. Like, anyways, I will say I have driven through small town Texas a lot during this pandemic. And the mask mandate has unfortunately always been optional.
Oh, I know.
But most people outside of major cities in Texas, which tend to be more liberal. Yeah. So like, this is like, in a way, it's like, yeah, like I'm really bummed out that this has come to this, and on other reasons as well. But when it comes to the actual mask, it's like, yeah, please wear your mask. But at the same time, nobody was wearing them anyways, like outside of major cities. Joel, what are you doing, man?
It's Red Dragon.
Wow. But, okay, great.
Sorry. I didn't say it. It's just showing you that part from Red Dragon I like.
I do remember that part very much so.
It's funny because like that is my favorite actor of all time. That's Philip Seymour Hoffman, and I should hate that, but it's not funny. Whoa, look at you!
I'm like,
bro, you look like straight up edited, bro.
Oh, I feel kind of funny, man. I feel kind of like, different, man.
You guys hear Jerry Garcia in your head?
Dude, I drink beer like all the time though. Like I can handle it.
The funny thing about that scene is everything. The camera cuts to a street and you can't see anything, and then all of a sudden here comes Philip Seymour Hoffman rolling down the hill in a wheelchair on fire, going, ah! Terrible. But I know they knew what they were doing when they shot it like that. It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd imagine so. I mean, wait, Philip Seymour Hoffman, he's screaming when he's rolling down the hill. How? He wouldn't be able to breathe.
He's screaming.
Whatever. It's okay. You like kind of stopped me in my tracks. I don't even know what to say now.
Why did you make your background fucking MS Paint snowflakes?
I don't know. It's just you were changing your background, so I changed mine.
Is that one of the Skype originals?
Yeah, it's like one of it's like one of theirs.
Why?
I don't know.
I think this is my favorite one of theirs is this one. It's just the most random shot of a wall. Why? Oh, this has gone off the rails and fast. What have you been up to, Doug? Do you want to tell us all what you did the past 2 days?
I've been moving. I'm in a new apartment.
You should post a tour video.
Yeah, eventually. But yeah, everybody, I mean, for those who didn't know, I had my upstairs neighbor at my last place. She just really didn't like my schedule, and she wanted to make sure that I knew that. So she did everything she could to put me on her schedule. Maybe some banging and hammering, maybe some psychotic chants. I don't know, beating on a punching bag on the upstairs apartment at 4 a.m, yelling at me.
You know what the craziest shit is about all that? I actually managed to track down a photo of her.
No, you didn't.
And yeah, I did. And I thought we could share it with everybody.
That's not her.
Is that not her?
No, you're on something. You're feeling it today, bud.
Oh, shit. I'm so glad you got out from underneath her.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. No, but like that's what I've been doing. This is my new podcast corner for all you guys to watch me speak to you and Joel through the magic of the internet.
It's still just that snowflake screen. We can't see behind you.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
This is my new place. I lived inside of a computer from 1997.
Turn subtitles on?
Oh, that should be a disaster.
and this is my new place. And one day when I get everything set up, I will give you a tour. But right now, I cannot. And for those listening, I got a new place. There's a lot of pictures behind me. If you check this out on YouTube, you'd be familiar, but you don't, and we understand. That one video you posted has almost 100 views.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And that was pretty intense. Oh, Joel's drinking Dr. Pepper.
Yes, sir. So shit, I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about. Did you have anything pertinent? Pertinent? Is it pertinent?
I mean, yes and no.
Well, let's hear about the yes.
I can't. I'm scared. I don't know what to say.
I hear that.
No, I mean, it's just like, dude, I'm kind of just like, I'm feeling great. And like, I'm really excited that we're doing this. I mean, I look forward to our podcast more than anything.
Me too.
Strangely.
Me too.
And, I mean, like pretty much, I only moved a few apartments away, but I didn't have any boxes. So I took like 1,000 trips.
You didn't have anybody to help you?
No big deal. I had to take a COVID test yesterday.
Which one did you get?
The one that they put.
The stabby?
Yeah, which other one?
I think there's
the one that
there's
put
a swab now. No, there's a mouth swab now.
No, the one that put up your beehole.
Urethra.
Yeah.
Gross. Do you remember?
I'm negative.
Oh, you got a rapid?
Yeah.
Rapido. That's cool. Oh, well, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, actually. We've been getting fucking calls nonstop. Are you signed up for the vaccine?
No.
You should do that, because if Austin's anything like over here, they're like backlogged the fuck up.
Dude, my mom got it and it knocked the living shit out of her.
Really? My mom got it and she was totally fine, but Caroline's dad got it and his arm was hurting.
No, like my mom's like full blown.
Fucked her up?
Yeah.
Damn, first shot or second one?
First.
Interesting. Yeah, I've heard a couple people that got pretty knocked down from it, but did it last a day and then go away, or what?
Well, I just say I have to talk to her today. She's been talking. I texted her earlier. She was bouncing back pretty quick through text. So.
Well, so
but she's older though, so it's to be expected, I would imagine.
Yeah. I think some people. Well, also one of the theories that I've heard is that they've said that your blood type. They've said your blood type may have something to do with how fucked up you get from COVID to begin with. So maybe the vaccine's the same thing, and some people with blood types are getting fucked up, and some people aren't. But we signed up for the waiting list when we first moved here, and they've been calling us nonstop to make sure we want to stay on the list and everything. And I got a call today, and she got a text today, so we're hoping that she'll get hers soon, because she's actually eligible for it already. I'm not eligible for it yet because I'm not in any of the groups that are eligible yet. But
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm not kind of in a rush to do so, because there's so many other people that could probably use it more than I do.
No, but that's the thing. You're not going to take it from somebody who needs it more, because they're not even going to look at you until your group comes up. But if you're not on the waiting list, then when your group is up, you're going to be months behind.
So?
Yes, so?
So, I mean, what if I'm months behind? What does that matter?
Nothing. You just won't be able to get it for months. That's the only thing that would matter.
I mean, ACL announced that they're going to go ahead, that they're doing it in October.
I heard. I also heard.
Full blown.
I heard the CDC said yesterday that they see nothing wrong with outdoor concerts coming back. Look, I think we're out of the woods here for the worst part, but the thing is that shit could still get bad again. If we're not careful. But I don't think we're doing. We're doing much better in America than we were even 3 months ago.
No, I understand. But the thing is, I don't know. It just sucks that so many businesses, including my own, and I mean, everybody's, you know how I feel about that. Like, everybody's like, oh, so many people were hurt. I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then they'll turn in and be like, well, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself. It's like, there's no like middle ground. But it's just like, but it's like, my business was stripped away from me, and I'm like, yo, what about all this stuff that they're like, yeah, ooh, sorry. Now it's like, oh, guess what? We're back in action. It's like, well, are you gonna like retrograde everything y'all did to my business to destroy it?
Right.
And y'all just gonna like just keep that under the rug with everything else.
They're gonna kick it under the rug because they don't care about us.
Yeah. So, but whatever. That's like the one thing that really bothers me, obviously. But
as it should. As it should. And I think, I think so many things this year people should be so fucking angry about on a personal level. Like that should be a personal affront to you. And it is. I think some people still have a disconnect with, like, even when bad shit happens to them, they go, well, it didn't happen. It wasn't. I don't know. They find a way to fucking justify bad things happening to them. It couldn't possibly be the politicians or the people they're voting into power. It couldn't possibly be. They're smarter than that. They wouldn't let themselves vote for someone who could do that. And because of that, it's sort of a never-ending cycle. Lots of people don't want to look in the mirror. Dude, I mean, I don't like doing that either. Going, yeah, I was totally wrong about this.
With this happening today, I would imagine that there should be a joyous moment. There is no joy whatsoever in my heart, in my mind. I can't even but at the same time, I'm so fatigued with everything. I almost have a sense of, I just don't fucking care.
Sure. Which is totally normal too. I think a lot of people.
I'll just wear my mask, and if people fucking have something to give me shit about it, I'll just do what I always do and not give a fuck.
Punch him in the dick. Hey, we're getting some kind of weird latency from you right now.
From me?
Yeah. Are you getting any stuttering or weird shit on your end?
Yeah, a little bit, but I don't know if latency is the right word. We're still synced.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Just keep going. You're fine.
Yeah. So
it's not me, it's you.
Okay, cool. It's not the first time I've heard that. I want to talk about Nano, but I don't know enough about it yet to feel confident talking about it. But I want to throw this out there to anyone listening. I'm trying my best to understand crypto and to get into it. And I'm going down a rabbit hole of a couple different ones. And right now I'm really, really interested and focused on Nano, which is a cryptocurrency that uses a different form of transaction. So it's not a blockchain, it's actually a lattice or something like that. And to be quite honest with you, I haven't figured out what all that means, but I'm learning what it means, and I'm actually gaining Nano, and I'm building a Nano wallet, and it's been really fun and interesting, and I'm extremely addicted to it already because I keep two apps open. One of them is the wallet, and then one of them is my like a live ticker for stocks and for cryptos, and I just watch it all day. Dude, one Nano was at like $4, $4.85 the other day, and then yesterday it was like $8.60 for a little while, and they're just it's actually taking off a little bit. And I think you may actually still be able to get into the quote unquote bottom floor of this Nano thing if you missed out on Bitcoin and have been kicking yourself for it like I have. I mean, dude, I knew people who were talking about getting Bitcoin in 2010, and they were talking about trading it for bullshit, dude, pizzas and haircuts and shit. Yeah. And then the other day, somebody posted a fucking picture from a StarCraft tournament in 2009, or maybe 2010, and the first prize was $500, second prize was $250, and then third through 10th prize was 25 Bitcoins. 25 Bitcoins is worth millions and millions of dollars now. Yeah. It's because a Bitcoin right now, I believe, is worth $46,000. Jesus. And they gave people 25 of those.
They're not even real.
I know. It's wild. And the cool thing with Nano is it's a instant and a fee-less transaction. So anytime I get Nano, it just goes straight into my wallet. I see the ROI immediately. You know what I mean? Like it gives you a tangible return on your investment. If you put the time into it, you see that return immediately. And that's with like video games and stuff, when they started adding XP counters, when you would like shoot somebody and it would throw all those numbers on the screen.
Yeah.
That's super helpful in making a game addicting and in making your dopamine levels spike because you're getting that rush of accomplishing something and gaining something. And so I think like when it comes to getting this specific crypto, the Nano, it's really cool to get that tangible feeling of holy shit, I'm actually moving the needle a little bit. I'm doing something. And we're talking about 0.0000 and then a number. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And build that up. But watching it build up, I went from having 0.000000 to having 0.261487 or something like that. Joel. So it's just fun. What?
Joel. Okay. First and foremost, I did hear the beeps and boops that you're talking about, but they seem to have faded out. So anybody listening or anybody watching, Our apologies. Deal with it. I mean, help it deal with it or whatever. Deal with it. You know what I mean? Sorry. I don't know. I think it's just simply because we're on the internet.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever. But okay, that's one. Two, I seriously zoned out at everything you were just saying.
That's okay. That's okay. I can tell you later, but the people got it now.
No, hold on. Number 3, I muted you because it was so bad. No, I'm kidding. I didn't. No, but 4, I'm kidding. I didn't do that. 4. No, 4. I was just seriously, when I zoned out, I don't know why I'm counting all this. When I zoned out, I seriously, all I was paying attention to was if you were like breathing. Dude, Joel, there's like a few times I tried to just interject and you were just Bitcoin. Shit, dude. You were just going 0.0.0.0. They're buying pizzas. They're doing this. They're doing that. Now it's worth $4 billion. Holy shit, man.
That's kind of the thing.
Dude, you just like blew my mind. And all I wanted to say was, I accidentally bought $50 at GameStop this morning.
Wait, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, awesome.
Robinhood actually, my money thing, remember I was always having trouble with it? My $50 finally went through it, and I was like, I was on Reddit, and I guess they let Wall Street bets come back.
They were never gone. It was just
okay. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm not, dude. I don't get Reddit like you do. I
don't think they were ever gone.
I don't think they were ever gone.
I believe
Wall Street bets? No, they stayed. They're never gone. So anyways, and it just says, we'll just go ahead. Something like, we'll just go ahead and put it out there, GME all day. And then somebody's like, hold. And it's like, this morning.
Yeah.
So I went to GME and I'm like, oh, it's GameStop. And I went to go buy like $10 or whatever, just to see what happens. And I had $50 and I'm like, we just executed $50 into your to GameStop. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm into GameStop now.
Day late and about $400 short, but you made it.
Well, I mean, let's see where the market closed out at.
Oh yeah, it's 650. Let's see, GME.
So like, it's so crazy.
It closed out at 118.18. So it went down 1.3, but I mean, dude, it went down to like what, $30 last week or 2 weeks ago. So they are climbing it back up.
$3.21.
Wait, say that again.
I lost $3.21.
Yeah, but you could always gain that back tomorrow, or you could always lose it all.
GameStop. Yeah. You see what I mean? It's like
GameStop, Doug, to the moon.
If people, dude, and I'm probably gonna get freaking. I'll pay the price for this one, what I'm about to say. But if it happened again, and if people like get that super high, I am totally not holding. I'm selling it as soon as it feels like it's gonna cover my next month's rent, dude.
Dude, I feel you. That's when
hold.
No, dude, with that crypto stuff, one thing that I've been seeing a lot is people always bring up that thing like I was saying about how people used it for pizzas or that StarCraft tournament. But let's be frank here. If you saw that shit the day Bitcoin hit $100, if you were holding it, dude, you know how fucking hard it would have been to not sell it at 100 or even at 50?
Yeah.
To watch it climb to numbers like that, to the people who actually held until it got to 46,000, that's got to only be like a handful of motherfuckers. I don't know anyone with that kind of willpower. And it certainly is me.
And I mean, rich people, I'd imagine, but
I just sold it at $10.
How many pizzas did you say again? How many pizzas?
One guy got
this Bitcoin again?
One pizza for 5 Bitcoins was the going rate back then.
Hey, dude, I'm going to just address this one more time. I'm pretty sure it's your side, man.
No, I don't know. So here's the thing. It's little freezes on your end.
Can you hear what's happening on your mic?
No, I don't hear any beeps or boops that you brought up.
No, not beeps or boops, but like internet stuff.
No, I don't hear any internet stuff.
Have you ever heard of a little movie called Blade Runner.
Oh, right there, I heard a Blade Runner. It like a bang,
Blade Runner. I feel like I always watching that like replicas or whatever. I always imagine if you and our replicas, how fucking easily we would just be exposed.
I wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, no, I'm not.
We're all beep boop beep beep, and we're like, I'm not a replica. Beep beep beep. He was like, not me.
It's like the dude at the beginning who's getting interviewed, and they're asking him all those fucking questions, and the fly like lands on his eye or some shit. I don't know. I would totally be like, nah, it's not true.
Yeah. So yeah, flies don't even like me. I've never had a fly touch me before in my life. It's like in your eyeball. Oh shit. So like my upstairs neighbor, like when I was moving out today, was going hard and going nuts.
Was she mad at
going, oh Jackie, is this way it's gonna be, Jackie? Yelling it like saying like that, but like really loud, and like has like just music blaring, and she's just like, oh, Jackie, you just have to move. Is this way it's going to be with the baby, Jackie? I'm like, who the fuck is Jackie? Does she think my name's Jackie? I mean, she leaves me notes all the damn time. They always say Doug. So, I mean, I don't know. Did you see the note that I sent you about her? Like, she's like, hey, one of the neighbors threw up all over your balcony. You need to rinse it off.
What? It had to be her, right?
She's like, it was the girl next door. Sorry.
Wait, are you serious? She threw up on your fucking porch?
I don't know if it was her or not. And nobody did actually.
I bet she just got scared and rinsed it off but forgot to take the note.
I could have really used that $50 for something else. Now I have $47.
Turn that 50 into 47 in seconds.
Dude, I mean, I am. If that doesn't tell you how broke I am, Jesus Christ, God.
Oh shit, man, dude.
I like how. Hold on. I like how you have nothing to say. I can tell. I like how rich people always like. There's only a certain amount of people that are actually on this planet that are supposed to be rich, and like some people like just have this mindset, and they're just going to be broke for the rest of their lives. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? It's like if you're broke, no matter how much money I give you, you're going to stay broke. And I'm like, what? How? I'm like, dude, if you gave me $1 million right now, I'd probably live the same exact way I'm living right now. I assure you. If anything, I would like get my business running again. But even when I felt like I was doing fine, I always like stayed in like the corners of my rooms and stuff like that. Like, I don't know why I'm just thinking about that, but give me your money. People, we need your money.
It's weird to like that pull yourself up by your bootstraps mentality is completely antithetical to the if you're broke, you're broke mentality. But those people hold both of those mentalities, that somehow they pulled themselves up by their bootstraps but you can't. Or I don't know, it's both of those are bullshit theories anyway. You can't just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But
is that a military term anyways?
And boots don't have straps. Pull yourself up by your shoelaces. Just doesn't have the same ring to it.
I saw a pair of shoelaces, like designer shoelaces, and it said shoelace on them.
I'm looking that up right now. I think the people deserve to see that.
Dude, so I know plenty. I know two guys. I don't know plenty. I know two guys in the resale shoe market.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with anybody that?
Yeah, totally. I got at least one friend who is.
It is insane how freaking valuable shoes can be.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That you are just lagging massively right now. And
I'm not.
Okay, well maybe it won't. It may not translate to the thing, but
hey, it's just me right here. Can you see me?
I can see you. It's not so much right now, but when you were talking about the
it might be because I'm like switching over to a browser.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Am I lagging now? Hello?
No, it was when you were talking before the shoelaces. That whole thing was kind of where you were talking about spending the money. that was kind of like you were behind for sure on that. Damn, these are pretty crazy.
You see them?
These are the ones I found right now.
Yeah. Again, sorry everybody about the technical issues, but I mean, hopefully it's not too bad. And then
Are those them?
no, that says Gucci.
That says Givenchy.
Givenchy. Oh, not Givenchy. Not that boy Givenchy.
Not that boy Givenchy.
I bought a bunch of vitamins today.
Oh yeah, what'd you buy?
D3. What? Is that not real?
Just the dick. You need that D.
This is what I'm talking about.
Ooh, fucking for real? Man, fuck them for that. That is the dumbest fucking thing. I love it. How much do those cost?
I don't know. But these are shoelaces I saw. I don't know who I saw wearing them, but anyways, and I got vitamin D3. I got vitamin C because I just needed some more, and then I got feel like I'm Hugh. I just slobbered all over my damn mic. And then I got B12. That's it.
I've been taking did I tell you I've been taking those Goli apple cider vinegar gummies?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really good, man. I'm kind of really into those. They're a little expensive, but they taste delicious.
Because remember I was talking about how you don't like how your food is always like, are you like weird flavors and stuff? We actually talked about that.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, of course.
Last week. So I mean
on the shoe. Oh, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say.
I kind of like that the shoe stuff because it is fucking fascinating, and a lot of the people I follow on Instagram that collect like vintage are also really into the shoe shit, and it's wild. I'm a fucking moron for this, but when I lived in LA, I decided I wanted to splurge on shoes one fucking time, and these had just come out, and I bought them. These are the 25th anniversary Jordans. They came with a carrying case.
Yeah.
Okay, they're platinum. They came with a carrying case. I spent an extreme amount of money, in my opinion, for a pair of shoes on those.
How much?
And
how much?
I think it was $250 when they came out.
Damn.
Which to me, that's fucking insane. But I wanted to splurge on them because I never had anything that nice like clothes before, and I promptly wore them every single day for a year, and they got destroyed. And those are worth a lot of money now, and I feel like a fucking idiot. I gave the case to Fernie to put his tattoo equipment in, and then I just wore the shoes everywhere. There's pictures of me with
platinum or something. What's going on?
Do what?
Was it like real platinum involved?
I have no idea. I think the color scheme was just platinum, but it was like
Dude, so weird. When you itched your armpit, it made my armpit itch.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you ever get that itch in your armpit and you scratch it and then all of a sudden there's just pus running down your whole side?
Oh my God. Not yet.
Most expensive shoes.
Most expensive
Obviously.
pus pocket.
I knew these were going to pop up. These, I believe,
are worth,
I think these are worth like $50,000 or something like that.
Imagine. Oh, I can't even do it. I'm trying to say something like you would say. Oh, dude, those are the Back to the Future 2, right?
Those are worth a ridiculous amount of money.
That's Back to the Future 2, right?
Yeah, it's I'm trying to get an actual price on them. Back to the Future 2 shoes.
When you type, it sounds like a movie. Sounds like you're like working at a full-time bank.
It looks like anywhere between 75,000 and 100,000.
Come on,
bro.
You can't wear them.
That's the thing. They don't fucking wear them. They want them. Damn, there's one for sale right now on StockX for $65,000. You can have it immediately. No questions asked. 65,000. Jesus, bro.
I mean, pocket change, I guess.
The lowest it sold for was $47,450. God bless.
How much were they brand new? Or were they only gifts or something like that? I remember there was something about those. Like they gifted or something like that?
I believe they were gifted or you had to win them. But I know for sure a couple YouTubers got them. because I remember watching videos of people who had got them. They're fucking crazy. And the thing is Nike's genius for that, because I believe they actually work.
Yeah.
And so like they know they can't afford to fucking put those on a mass production line, and that's totally understandable. But can you imagine the day they release the ones that don't work, but they look exactly the same and you can grab them at a store? That shit's going to sell out in seconds if they ever decide to do that. That's probably the most clamored for shoe ever, I would assume. Right? Could you think of another shoe that's popular like that, just in pop culture?
Well, no, I think that shoe was iconic before it was even like, it was iconic because of a movie and like that, you know what I mean? And they didn't have like a replica of it until like 30 years later. So I mean, other than the freaking Air Jordans, I don't know.
Right, because when we were a kid, that was something that, okay, Back to the Future 2, like the main things you walk away from with that are, I want a hoverboard, I want self-lacing shoes, and I want the microwave that turns the little pizza into a big pizza.
Bro, I'd take if you're like, you only have one of the three, I'd be like, pizza machine.
I think I'd probably go pizza machine for sure, or maybe the device that his dad's flying around upside down in the house. That thing's fucking dope.
I mean, if we could just pick any of them, dude, like the almanac and stuff, I would be too fucking dumb and fat and stupid to even realize that's the right choice.
Keep forgetting to place the bets. It's like you watch every day that goes by, you lose out on money.
Yeah, dude.
I guess if we could have anything from Back to the Future, I'd probably take the time machine. I don't know. That's just my first thought, though.
Fair. Yeah, that's a good call, Joel. The time machine is a good call, because I guess I always think about if I were to go back in time and be stuck there, like if I could have one thing with me, what it would be.
What would you have?
I don't know, something. Like I'll be at work and I'm like, dude, imagine we got stuck back in time and we have one thing and all we had was like a paper towel dispenser.
Oh shit.
And you just be like, hey people, and like take a tree and just like cut it down or like push it over and just go like, it's like, look what I did to that tree. Don't fuck with me.
I always get nervous. Like, do you ever feel like when people ask you a question like
a lighter with a bunch of butane, that'd be something really cool too.
Depending on how far back you go, that could be absolutely game changing.
Very bad. No, yeah. No electricity. No, yeah.
This nothing. Dude shows up with a fucking Zippo and a fucking torch lighter. just
like, hey, you can't just do what you're doing back.
I'm really bad at like when people ask me a question, like kind of if I feel put on the spot, even if it's something that I really care about. If someone was like, you can only pick one movie for the rest of your life, what do you want to watch? I always just start naming shit because like I can't think straight. So I'd be really worried that if somebody was like, all right, I'm gonna send you back to the future or to the past, but all right, you have 2 seconds, man. I gotta know, what do you want to take with you? And I'd freak out and do like Werther's Originals or say something fucking stupid and end up there with a pocket full of hard candy and no way back. Like just walking around like a fucking grandma at church.
You're like, or like during the French Revolution or something like that, you're like gonna be executed, and they're like, like, what's your favorite movie?
Why would they ask me that? How would they know? Are they also from the future?
It's your favorite movie, and you're like, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And they put you in the guillotine, like right before they pull the blade. You're like, no, wait! You're like, I'm at Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze.
Or you misunderstand the question and they're like, all right, you have to be on the desert island and you're stuck with one movie. What's one movie you definitely don't want to be stuck with? And you say Battlefield Earth, and they're like, cool, man, so we're going to give you Battlefield Earth, and they sent you to, this is so dumb. I have nowhere to take this. This is a joke that's going nowhere. Directionless.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joel. Is us not having direction something you're not familiar with?
No, it's something I'm not familiar with.
What are you talking about? Are you seriously telling me right now that you always have a direction when you get on the show?
Hell no.
Then shut the fuck up. What do you mean?
Dude, shit.
I'm getting in. It hasn't turned into a beef yet, but I'm getting into this Facebook thing and messaging.
With who?
This bad person. This directionless. Dude. So this guy, I sent him this video of a little girl falling out of a ski lift.
Oh, fuck off. Let's just cut straight to the chase here. Doug sent me a video that was widely shared all over Facebook from a fucking news channel of a little girl. I'll tell him in a second. Of a little girl hanging from a ski lift, and she falls, and the people are not good at catching her with the net, and she slaps through the net and hits the ground. She's 100%.
How many feet high was she?
Like 30, I think.
30 fucking feet.
No,
dude.
she's extremely high. It's terrible. But
It's
what I'm saying is,
girl.
Doug said, okay, so first off, you don't say that in your first message. You just say, I'm sending this to you because I can't believe that this would actually be allowed to be posted. That's terrible. The video doesn't say anything about it being a little girl. All I could find was that she was totally fine afterwards. And yes, it's terrible and it's not fun to watch. I hate heights, I hate ski lifts, and I hate broken bones. But all three of those things combined don't make that worse than anything else on the news. I just don't understand the uproar over it. I guess because she's a kid, but...
Well, yeah, because she's a little kid.
But my assumption is that person filming had no clue of that. The news probably just wanted the footage.
How could you not gather that was a little kid?
Did you really know from just watching it that it was? I had no idea.
Yeah, Joel, because I'm a human being and I know the proportions of sizes of humans. I know.
Regardless,
you can look at a person and hear the tone of their voice, be like, I'm pretty sure that's a child. And I can listen to somebody else, be like, man, you sound like you sound like an adult human. Yes, Joel, I can tell.
So Doug,
I can tell
what Doug
between
is
a
saying
child. Joel, listen, I just want to let everybody know. I personally, right here, can tell the difference between a child and an adult.
Okay. In my defense, we're talking about a video where someone's dangling from a fucking ski lift and the person filming is far away. I just wasn't really like, oh my God, that's a kid.
They're in the ski chair behind them. It can't be that. You're acting like there's a football field away.
But no, the person filming is standing on a mountain. The person filming is not on a chairlift, are they? It looks like they're standing on a mountain across.
They're just the same height as them.
No, I just thought they were on like a hill or something, shooting
a horizontal shot. Yeah, and they're not behind.
I didn't really. Well, that's fine. I didn't really put that together, but
drone footage.
My point was, no, I mean, it's clearly somebody holding the camera, but my point was that in watching it, I wasn't like taken aback by it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's stuff
when you watched it.
Was I eating? I don't think I was eating anything.
Oh, okay. Usually when you buckle up for a wild internet ride, you like to have something to snack on.
Bacon and eggs. No, I mean, that's terrible. And I really hope that she's okay. And she is okay.
Dude, that girl slammed hard.
Yeah,
she was screaming, dude.
Have you seen the video of the ski lift? It's in a foreign country, and I can't remember where now, but the ski lift's broken, and it's coming down, like it goes in that circle, and you get off, and you get off, and then someone gets on, and it goes up, but it moves. It's going like 50 miles an hour. It's swinging them around and catapulting them off the ski lift. And the different chairs are slamming into each other. It's fucking gnarly, man.
Remember the old grandma? The old grandma. We always talked about it in our earlier episodes, the old grandma getting picked up by the rescue plane.
Oh yeah, she's spinning around. Man, I totally forgot about that. Man.
Like, oh man, that's pretty bad. Like, yeah, she's not passed out. She is now.
Yo, that's crazy. I forgot about that. I need to save that in my notes. I'm gonna pull that up later.
Dude, that's insane. I saw it the other day and I was just like, dude, that lady, can you die from that?
Fuck yeah, I would imagine. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Can you spin so fast you die?
Let me grab another beer real quick. BRB.
Okay. Can you spin so fast? Wow, I can't type today. That you die. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, of course, with the G's, you can die from the crazy amount of G's that you'd be pulling, I would assume. First, it would depend on the axis of rotation. All right, chill out, science textbook. Spinning head over heels would kill you faster than spinning like an ice skater. Also, if you allow for spinning at the end of a rope, that could kill you even faster. The other factor is the G-forces. So just how fast can a human spin before they die? Well, to sum this up for you dear customers, because all of this is just a bunch of fucking psycho scientific bullshit babble to me, it says that if you hit 16 geese for a minute, you're dead neat no matter which way the spin is turning. So I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, but it looks like
geese.
Yeah, what this says. They fucking bring geese into this out of nowhere. It says if you're spinning head outwards, as little as 3 geese. Oh, I'm sorry, G's. I'm sorry, G's. It spells G's, Gees. Okay, this says if you're spinning head outwards. What's head outward? Would that be how she was, where she was spinning horizontally?
I would imagine that means like a rope. If you're spinning from a rope, it's tied at your ankles.
Okay. So if you're spinning head outwards, as little as 3 G's can kill you. If you're spinning feet outwards, you might survive 10 G's for a short time. If you're spinning around your spine, you might even survive those 10 G's a little bit longer. However, if you hit 16 G's, you're dead meat no matter which way the spin is turning. So I guess she was probably very, very close to being seriously fucked up from that, because she's already old and frail, and putting that many. I'm guessing that they were hitting probably 4 or 5 G's at the peak of that. That shit was intense.
Dude, 4 or 5 G's is pretty hard to get to.
What do you hit on a roller coaster? Because that was
G.
Okay, because that was way worse than a roller coaster.
Like what roller coaster? Like 1 G. I actually just heard about this the other day, and like because pilots, like fighter jet pilots, are like accustomed to like 9 G.
How fast was that old woman spinning from the helicopter? Speaking of helicopters, those cops that shared the pictures of Kobe Bryant and the kid dead are fucked.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, dude. His widow found out that some of the LAPD were going around to bars and showing people the pictures. One dude wasn't even there. One dude was a fucking police academy student who fucking somehow got a hold of the pictures and was showing them to a bartender trying to hit on her.
What the fuck?
Yeah, apparently it's a fucking known thing that first respond. And this isn't a knock on police or firefighters or anything. But this is just, I've just found this out. That's apparently a pretty known thing that first responders of all types often share horrific photos in group chats with other fucking first responders in a completely desensitized manner.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty wild. So here's the thing. I actually found an answer to the question, how fast was that old woman spinning from the helicopter? Google
What is it?
Popped up with an answer. But it's not in G's, so we're going to have to try to figure this out.
Okay.
She was spun around 150 times per minute for 3 minutes. So she spun around for 3 minutes at 150 spins per minute. So
RPM.
450 times she spun around in the span of 3 minutes. She is okay, but she has filed a $2 million claim against the city of Phoenix.
Holy shit.
Her medical bills afterwards were upwards of $300,000. She suffered a spinal cord injury, bruising and swelling of her eyes, blood in her auditory canals, soft tissue swelling in parts of her skull. Yeah, that shit fucked her up, dude.
Dude, sounds fucking whooped her ass.
Hope she gets that two paper though.
Yeah, those 2 stacks.
Those 2 papers.
Those 2 Emmys.
Oh shit! So I've been doing. I know I brought it up a couple weeks ago, but I've been maintaining my sit-ups and push-ups every day.
Nice. You, buddy.
Last night, you what?
It's a good.
Oh,
good for you.
But last night, when I was doing my very last sit-up, I knocked into my phone and reached over with my left arm to grab it, like really fast, halfway up, and I fucking felt something just tear in my back. And now every time I fucking move, it hurts so bad.
Tear?
Yeah, I felt it go rip and tear like the Doom Slayer. Nah, it just hurts. I think I just pulled them up.
So you might want to get that checked out if you felt something tear.
Yeah, I felt something tear.
So speaking of ripping and tearing, do you know that that whole entire phrase comes from the comic book? And it was like one time in like one little bubble where the Doomslayer's just like I want to rip and tear, and that's like where it all comes from.
I love that.
So Hugo Martin, who is like the actual like director of all Doom stuff now, him and another guy that run this like Doom chat room, they do like what we're doing, but they do it through an OBS, so they have like a different, like, they have like their actual like names and stuff under them. They do it pretty somewhat legit. But here's the thing. Hugo Martin, his audio is always jacked up like worse than ours, and you can always barely hear him and stuff like
that. That's never gonna get old.
Yeah, I know.
Finish your fucking story.
But no, I was listening to it. I'm like, man, our stuff's at least we can pull off our audio.
Yeah,
except for today.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on today, but I have a feeling that once the video's up, it probably won't seem like it. It's been give or take. Well,
I got a new camera and then I got a new internet, but it's been working famously over here. So again, I mean, I'm not trying to say it's your fault. That's not.
I mean, I'm running 1 gig Ethernet directly through this. I have no latency.
Yeah, maybe it's just like just the Skype and stuff like that. Yeah,
I think it's just Skype. Because there's zero way that I have latency right now. I don't think it's actually possible since I'm plugged in directly. I think the internet would just shut off if it wasn't working.
So why do we use Skype? Like, why don't we use Zoom or anything? Would it even make a difference?
So Zoom doesn't have an actual record feature, as far as I know. And you have to pay for Zoom every 10, like you only get 10 minutes for free.
Really?
Yeah. So at the beginning of all this shit, so I want to say back in like April, I had a Zoom party with a couple of our good girlfriends and some of their friends. I think there's probably like 8 of us there at one point, like 8 little windows. And our friend Jessica had to keep re-upping every 10 minutes because it kept trying to cut us off. And that was my first experience with Zoom. And I was like, man, this shit fucking sucks. It's like
Skype's always free.
Skype, as far as I know, I've never been asked to buy it. I've had the same exact Skype account for like a decade.
Yeah, me too, I guess. But mine says my name, and right next to it is a $sign with a bunch of zeros next to it and no ones.
Well, no, because you can use this like a phone. That's for your like phone shit. If you want to call people like overseas and shit and use a phone, have a phone number, you got to re-up your like minutes or whatever.
It's so
it is. But yeah, so anyway, that's why we don't use Zoom. And I mean, technically, we're gonna need to get off of Skype eventually, because I would like to also have like headers and like fucking words under us and stuff like that. I also would like all that stuff, but I just haven't been able to figure out.
That's actually quite simple.
Well, so that'll be the next step, obviously. But anyway, these people don't want to fucking hear about this. This isn't funny.
Yeah, they want to hear us like grasp at straws for something to talk about.
No, I'll fucking talk about something. So you know what? Let me bitch about movies for a minute.
Yeah, I love it when you do that.
You know what movie I fucking hate? And I used to love it.
Should I know?
No, but I used to love this movie. And the more it gets brought up, the more I realize it's just a bullshit story, even though it's true. I hate Rudy. Fuck that movie.
Dude, I've only seen that movie like twice, and it's so lame. And the reason that it's so lame is because, I mean, not every person that watch it, but anybody that you meet that says Rudy's their favorite movie, it's like, of course it is. Of course it is, dude.
I don't actually, let me rephrase that. I don't hate Rudy, but I hate that Rudy gets brought up as this example of like perseverance and like overcoming struggle and shit. I don't know. Every time I watch that movie, I'm just like, God, Rudy is so fucking annoying.
You know who was on that team? That real team in real life? And says that story is bogus.
Who?
Joe Montana.
Really?
Yep. And he's like, that is not how it happened.
Well, I mean,
no shit. But he's just like Joe Montana's like, that's definitely not what happened. Apparently they just like let him in to like play like for like 1 or 2 plays, and he got right out or something like that, and nobody even noticed.
That's hysterical. I wonder.
I mean, Joe Montana could have just been saying that to be a jerk too. It could have been like,
sure. He could be spiteful. You know what? I'm going to look more into that, because I want to be clear. I'm not talking shit about Rudy or people who like the movie Rudy. I just hate that it gets brought up as this like shining example of perseverance and shit. People are like, well, what if Rudy could do it? I could do it. I mean, fuck Rudy. Rudy probably didn't do shit. Have you ever heard about Rudy outside of that movie? Have you been to Rudy's famous football museum? No, because he doesn't fucking have one. You know what I mean? But anyway, the flip of that, you know what a great football movie is that was released that year? The Program. That's a great fucking movie.
I don't know if I've I don't know if I've seen that.
That's another one that in Cuero was massively popular with like high schoolers when it came out, but it was rated R, so I had to.
Wayans in it?
Who?
Damon Wayans?
Oh no, that's Last of the Boy Scouts.
Oh yeah, that football player killed himself at the very beginning.
That's a fucking banger. That's Shane Black, the writer and director of Lethal Weapon, Predator, Iron Man 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, The Nice Guys.
Really?
Yeah. So fun fact about Shane Black. Almost every single one of his movies has a kid sidekick and takes place at Christmas, which takes us full circle to last week when we talked about how fucking dumb it is that Iron Man 3 takes place at Christmas. Shane Black just couldn't fucking help himself.
He wrote that.
Yeah, I know. And he fucking that's the only Shane Black movie I don't like. I fucking love his movies and I hate Iron Man 3.
Lethal Weapon takes place during Christmas?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I believe that one pushes the Christmas movie barrier as much, if not even a little bit more, than Die Hard, because there's literal Christmas music on the soundtrack to Lethal Weapon.
Huh.
And it's bizarre to me that people don't automatically bring that up. Is that Joe Montana on the left?
Yeah, and he's saying,
"Fuck you."
You'll be everywhere. He's saying, no!
Oh, yeah, clean it up. You're fine. I can take care of this. So if you look at your screen right now while Doug frantically cleans up, that's Joe Montana chunking a big fuck you to Rudy over there, Mr. Sean Astin. Oh, Sean Astin. I wonder, Rudy, how much of it is true? Okay, so I have an answer to the how much of Rudy is true, but I'm gonna wait for Doug to come back because the person who answers the question and what they say is pretty good. And this one looks like that'll be fun to bring up. Okie dokie.
That's what I give for talking shit about Rudy.
Nope. Here we're about to rag on Rudy fucking hard. You ready for this?
Yeah.
So, if you Google how much of Rudy is true, the official response from Google,
none.
No, is a quote from Rudy himself saying 92% of it's true. The players did not lay down their jerseys. Rather, the team captain and one player requested that he be allowed to play. But that's all it says. But the Google's official fucking answer that pops up in a box is legitimately says 92%. Like, that's the real answer because Rudy said it. But if you scroll down just a little bit further, you'll see sportscasting.com, August 24th, 2020. Joe Montana just broke America's heart by revealing everything that's wrong with Rudy. And this is an extremely long article. But then I found another one from thegruelingtruth.com. Don't know if they're, reliable or not, who's straight up. Their headline is, "The movie Rudy is nothing more than a lie."
Like, it's so bogus that they could have just literally made it a sequel to The Goonies.
You know what else I found out is bogus that really kind of bummed me out?
What?
Radio.
It's bogus?
Apparently.
I've never seen Radio.
You've never seen fucking Radio?
No.
Look, I know that you're not supposed to really commit to that kind of performance if you don't actually have special needs or whatever. But I always thought that that's the only other good Cuba Gooding Jr. movie besides Jerry Maguire.
Rod Tidwell? No, I am not Hootie. It's one of my favorites ever.
Let's see. Radio. You know what? I don't want to ruin this one. That movie's too inspirational. Fuck it.
I am not going to watch it, so go for it.
Nah, it's all good. I don't want to ruin it for the customers. Radio is a pretty inspiring movie. It'd be like if I found out, and I know it's probably not like this, but it's cheesy as fuck, but one of my all-time favorite movies is Remember the Titans. And dude, I just love that movie. It's cheesy as hell, but I love it. At the very end when the black football players in the hospital, the white football players in the hospital, and the black dude comes to visit him, and the nurse is like, "I'm sorry, this is just for family," and he goes, we're brothers. Can't you see the family resemblance? Oh man, tears, bro, tears every time. I fucking love that movie, dude. It's so inspiring. But if I found out that all those dudes hated each other and just called each other the fucking N-word the whole time, it wouldn't be fun to watch that movie. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I always want to know the truth. Don't do radio like that.
It's not radio. That's Rod Tidwell.
Oh shit! I mean, basically radio if you got a jersey.
don't do radio like that. Tidwell. My favorite characters in movies, dude.
Dude, I mean, it's hard not to. It's hard.
Faces are disappearing.
Dude, I truthfully, honestly, with all of my heart, not ironically, love Jerry Maguire, and that is one of the best performances.
Movie.
That's one of the best.
Tell you how I saw it.
How?
Oh yeah. Huh?
How?
Let me put it back on here. So when I was a little kid, me and my best friend / cousin / my roommate Joe that we always talk about, his big brother's like, got tickets to go see Jurassic. I got money to go movie to see Jurassic Park. I'm like, hell yeah. Or we can take this money, we can go to Kroger's and buy Jerry Maguire, which is rated R, guys. And he's like, his brother's like coaxing us to get Jerry Maguire. And I'm like, no, I want to see Jurassic Park. And Joe is just like, nah, dude, freaking Jerry Maguire. And so we went to Kroger's and got Jerry Maguire, and that's how I watched it for the first time. Jurassic Park.
It probably would have been The Lost World, right? There's no way that Jerry Maguire did not come out in 1993.
When he came out?
Has to be The Lost World.
96.
Has to be The Lost World.
Yeah, probably.
Because that would mean Jerry Maguire hit video in 97 and Lost World would have been in theaters. So that works out perfectly.
Yeah, 97. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you look behind me, right, this is there's a company called Everything is Terrible, and they have been collecting Jerry Maguire tapes to build a pyramid in Giza. And this is what they have so far.
Oh my God. Oh, I've seen it. They have that store, right?
Yeah, the Jerry store. They also had an art exhibit that my buddy did where he just drew dicks on the faces of a bunch of a bunch of different movies. It was called Dick Flicks. And he would just change movie covers to add a penis to him. And the Jerry Maguire one was just his nose was a dick.
Can you say penis on here?
I don't know. Here's a fun story. One time I got in trouble for the vacuum cleaner was going in the library when I was in high school, and I went penis, 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 vagina, 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 and as soon as the vacuum cleaner stopped, they were like, "Dude, go to the office." Anyway, I don't know why I did that. I was a freshman.
Oh shit!
Like one the verb says, we were only freshmen. You know. One
time, when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. Whenever Mortal Kombat 2 was out, so whatever that was, I drew a picture of Baraka cutting off one of the other students' heads.
Oh, you've told this story before.
Oh, I have. And so
great story.
Don't stop now. And then I drew cutting off the head, and that person's head, you know who it was. And I feel so bad about it when I think about it. So but anyways, he had his head on a platter, and it just said in a bubble, dinner. Anyways, I got in trouble for it pretty bad.
I'll tell the same story I told after you said that the last time. In 4th grade, I drew a picture of Scorpion pulling out Sub-Zero's spine and holding it like this. And I got in major trouble for it.
One time, I drew a picture of Jesus on the cross, and I drew a bunch of roses around him. But for some reason, I thought it'd be a lot cooler if I erased the rose heads and turned them into snake heads.
Oh yeah, you told us
the background black. And then I was in a Catholic school, and I pretty much got ripped into the Sister Lucilla's office. Prayed they don't pray upon you there. They freaking scare the shit out of you, and then they send you to. That's fucking awesome. They send you to confession, and they don't pray upon you. They tell you what the prayers you have to say. You know what I mean? Much, it's like it was pretty fucking crazy. And I convinced him that I was like to represent Good Friday, and it was fucking scary. And apparently the earth was all cracking and stuff. So I kind of got out of it. But I was like, dude, just like fucking metal as fuck. What's up with that, dude?
So my plan while you were talking was to put up a picture behind. I don't even know what made this come into my head. Was to put up a picture behind me of somebody experiencing stigmata. And I Googled it, and holy fuck, none of this is appropriate. And all of it is extremely distressing and disturbing.
Dude, have you ever heard the theory that some stigmatas, like the reason people believe that they're real is because the freaking missionaries and stuff like perform them on them?
I'd believe it.
And then the next day they pretty much come to their senses and like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying they slept through a stick being pierced, but they're probably gagged and bound and made unconscious, you know what I mean? And then put the piercings through them, and then the next day they wake up and then these priests would be like, "Oh, it's a miracle," and it's like you just fucking brutalize this person to convince the rest of this community that this is real, and it's a propaganda tool to get people to convert to Christianity instead of having to fucking kill them if they didn't join.
Right. I don't know. It's been fucking years since I've seen it, but did you ever see the movie Stigmata
featuring Halle Berry?
That's not Halle Berry. That's not Halle Berry.
Stigmata featuring Halle Berry?
It's not Halle Berry.
Who is it then?
You're thinking Gothica.
Oh, same thing.
Stigmata is that movie with the Arquette, Patricia Arquette, where she.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So it's been years, but I vaguely recall that it's heavily implied that she may just be self-harming. Like it makes sure to show us that she likes body mods and she's like really into goth stuff and possibly cutting. And I thought it was always heavily implied that she may just be self-harming, but I may be totally wrong.
It's weird because the whole entire goth genre that exists now, it's all inspired by Gothic architecture from Catholic Inquisition.
Oh yeah, dude, we know someone in the horror community who is heavily into Catholicism, some symbology and stuff of that nature, who is about I believe as anti-religious as you could get.
Is it true that you met the Pope?
Oh yeah. He let me sit on his lap in the Pope mobile.
I heard that's true.
He drove by in the Pope mobile and I went like this. And he tried to honk, but when he honked, a bunch of geese flew out. And he was like, "Come on in." So I got in there, and he was like, "Sit on my lap, my child." And then we started driving around, and he let me honk the horn and throw the geese at everybody.
What the fuck are you talking about geese for?
Well, they symbolize peace. They release them at funerals and stuff.
Doves.
Nah, geese. You've never been to a funeral?
Pigeons.
You've never been to a funeral, and they open the bag, and then the birds come out and go, "Quack, quack." And you feed them bread, and they're pulling the casket by you, and you throw bread on the casket so all the geese can get it. Quack, quack, quack,
honk, honk, honk. Geese honk, don't they?
And they're all getting the bread off the casket, and you have to they leave grapes.
I don't know if anybody grew up with geese like we did, but those motherfuckers are mean.
Mean, bro. My mom got chased by an emu one time in Cuero.
Emu or emu?
By an emo, just by some sad kid.
By you? It was you
chasing her around Cuero. It's crying. Ah! No, my mom got chased by an emu. Emu.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't either. There was a guy
from New Zealand, so I don't know.
There was a guy in Cuero who was keeping emus, raising them, and two of them got out one morning, and my mom was doing her like morning run around Cuero. And they started chasing her, and they chased her for fucking miles, bro.
Is that when your mom ran around Cuero to make sure everybody was minding their own business?
Yeah, she was like, "Everybody get inside. There's emus. Mind your damn business."
Your mom's doing here. So that's the day that your mom's morning run turned in from making sure everybody's minding their own damn business to making sure there's no emus terrorizing the neighborhood.
Yeah, she's really like a superhero for that neighborhood if you think about it, because you never heard of an emu attack after that. Because my mom told them to mind their damn business.
Bro, I don't know if you're saying emu right or if I'm saying it wrong.
Emu. I'm gonna look up right now how to pronounce it.
Emu. God, I hope it's emu. Dude, can we just please refer to emus as emus from now on?
We're about to find out.
Emu.
Aussies certainly say it as emu, the emu bird.
Emu.
What's that?
Emu.
You're going emu.
Emu.
I'm sorry. I don't care if it's emu, whatever it is. It is now emu.
Yeah, dude. And that's also the name of the episode.
Emu.
Emu.
Spell that E space M-O-O.
Yeah, for sure. No, E-M-O-O, like it's like email.
Okay.
Do you want to do a do you want to do a second episode this week again? I liked doing that.
It's Pope shit in the woods.
I don't know. He never let me out of the Pope mobile.
That's a bear wear a pointy hat.
Nope. Not unless they're in the circus and being abused. What do you support animal abuse?
No, of course not.
Well, why would you put a hat on a bear? It's a fucking wild animal, Doug. It doesn't need to wear a fucking hat. It's not Paddington.
I was just going to say, like, why are you just attacking me? I was thinking,
Jesus. Now picture that chasing my mom. What the fuck? That's kind of fucked up. That's kind of fucked up, bro. Because they're tall too, right? So picture my mom running, and these things are behind her going
ostrich.
They're behind her going emu, 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 or whatever the fuck sound.
Oh, dude, that's a beautiful. What a beautiful day to be there, Joel.
Yeah, I'm outside. So right here behind me, you'll notice you can see these trees. I planted those about 50 years ago, and they're just starting to grow. The telephone wire right there, that's actually one of my inventions. And what that does is it allows people to talk to people on the other side of the city. You just put a quarter in the machine, and then you say a bunch of numbers, and then you can talk to the person for 5 minutes.
Just yell. Like, what do you talk into? Just the wall?
To the wire. So it's like a CAN system. We use the CAN system.
Yeah, I hear you. Anyway. So for those that are just listening, Joel is pointing at telephone lines that he planted. Built. I thought you said you planted them 50 years ago.
I did. This is my art installation in the city, in the town square. It's just a bunch of fucking ropes I tied together.
It's actually quite beautiful.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah, I'm into that.
It's not the best thing I've ever done. And then this is what I'm working on right now.
You did that?
Yep.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I did that. This is one of my pieces. I call this one Blue Room with some pink. Oh, I can't actually see what it is, so I have no idea.
Say that you call all those robots in a room full of computers blue room with pink?
That's all I can see. No, if you really want to see some of my real work, let me pull some up. Hold on. And this isn't a joke. I'm really gonna pull some up. This is a charcoal painting I did.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry, guys. Beautiful. I wonder why you call it charcoal.
I made it with charcoal.
Oh, okay. It looked like two lovers.
I'm really, really happy that it cropped the bottom third of that photo out, because what I didn't see before I clicked on that was his massive penis at the bottom of it.
The boys talk about penis.
The boys
penis, vagina. You know, but I mean, not to be critical, but vagina sounds way harsher than penis.
It should be virgina.
Virgina?
I'm actually, before we go, I want to draw this real quick.
Be penis and then Venus.
Penis.
Wait, we have a peen. They should have like a Venus. Like, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So why isn't our piece called a Mars and the vagina is called a Venus?
Dude, to be quite honest with you, if it was up to me, they'd call both of them virgina.
Fair enough. Or Venus, vagina.
Damn, next week I'm going to start at the beginning of the show because it's hard for me to get a good.
Yeah, God forbid you start at the beginning.
No, I just mean I want to
Dude, you know what I've been saying? Dude, I've been saying this, like, I'm closer to 40 than I've ever been. But then I started realizing, I'm like, no matter what, even if you said it to a 2-year-old, they're closer to 40 than they've ever been.
Yeah, it's true. You're never going to be younger than you are right now.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, it's like, I don't know what to say. What are you doing? Nickelback. I don't get it.
It's you. I drew you.
Why does it say Nickelback?
That's what your hat says. Oh, Nickel City. Regardless.
Nickel City. That looks nothing like me, but I appreciate it.
No, that's why I said I'd start at the beginning next time.
Yeah, I can. I wish I had my notepad in front of me, and I could draw a really good rendering of you.
All right, we got to wrap this one up because I got to pass the computer on. But we're gonna come back in a couple days. What are you thinking? When's your day off?
I don't know. I'll let you know off the air, I guess.
All right, let me know off the air.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug. And please check us out on Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. Oh, God. Not
Google Podcast.
Google Podcast, iTunes.
YouTube.
And you can always check us out on YouTube and
Facebook.
And please like and subscribe. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.